from being the former ambassador to the UN to voicing some of the loudest criticisms of President Biden. If there's just one name you need to know today, it's Nikki Haley. She's making moves that could put her as a potential frontrunner for the 2024 presidential nomination. What moves? Let's take a look. Politico recently reported that she visited Miami to scout a potential running mate. And since resigning as ambassador to the UN, she's remained a top influencer in the GOP, picking up moderate Republicans. Chip Felkel is a longtime political consultant. He says Nikki Haley presents a fresh face for the GOP.
She sells well. She's a smart, attractive, and ambitious woman.
And she's gaining more support by using her social media platforms to slam Democrats and proclaim President Biden's first 100 days in office lawless liberalism. While appearing on the Rubin Report, an online political news talk show, she had this to say.
It's actually Democrats that are racist, that treat us like we are inferior, incapable, and it's offensive.
She's also been critical of China, calling them the absolute #1 threat to the United States. Haley is the founder of Stand for America, an advocacy group that promotes Republican policies, namely tighter immigration laws and her own petition to, quote, stop communist China.
She pushed back against China. She pushed back in the UN against a number of situations that I think fell in line with the Trump administration's foreign policy.
When she accepted President Trump's UN ambassadorship, one of her conditions was being able to speak her mind, and she did.
The United States does not fear isolation in this chamber or anywhere else.
In the UN, she made human rights her platform and aggressively exposed the threats of Russia, Iran, and North Korea.
As long as we are members of the United Nations, we will stand for respect for human rights and fundamental freedoms.
She resigned in 2018, at that time on reportedly good terms with the Trump administration.
We're all happy for you in one way, but we hate to lose. Hopefully you'll be coming back at some point, but you want to just, in maybe a different capacity.
It's unclear what her relationship with President Trump looks like now. After the Capitol insurrection, she said, quote, we need to acknowledge that he let us down. He went down a path he shouldn't have, and we shouldn't have followed him. Since then, she said if Trump runs for president again, she won't. Her rise to politics started in South Carolina, where she was born to Indian immigrants, and became the first Indian American and female governor to hold office in South Carolina. The only question now, when do we find out what's next for her? Nikki Haley, just one name you need to know.